I have a stupid sense of humour, I love crazy, ridiculous things, and I also adore games that have got like a minigame collection or a micro or macro game collection. Bishi Bashi Special is still one of my favourite games of all time, and I don't think that will ever change. So, colour me surprised and intrigued and interested when Salamander County Public Television advertises itself as a minigame collection built entirely out of stock photo images. So I was like, this could only go one way. It's going to be so terrible, it's going to be hilarious. And that's exactly what it is. And I was genuinely enjoying myself playing this game in an unironic and ironic way. So, what happens? There is an actual story mode in this game. Oh yes, there's quite a lot of story mode in this game. You come into work, you don't live in Salamander County, but everyone in Salamander County has disappeared, and that's obviously a bad thing for your local TV station's ratings. So what you'll be doing is talking to your boss and other co-workers through WAC, which is like a mixture of Slack and WhatsApp and Messenger, which I thought was quite funny, and you'll kind of have your TV station on in the background with some really terrible adverts that reminded me a little bit of a PS3 game called Hail to the Chimp, which did something quite similar with like TV stations as minigames, and it was unlockable videos like in the background. Not quite the same humour. This is all about like slightly dystopian, slightly creepy, but also like really wooden and low budget, but desperately trying to be top tier. Like adverts and ridiculous like usage of stock images to be like, feel comfort with yourself, as like something's being slowly put into the microwave. Stupid stuff like that. There is this phenomenon like outside of this game in the real world where people talk about like business graphics as some kind of awful dystopian future, and stock imagery has become the same type of thing. And so what you do is you kind of go through that and go through the general text messaging that sets up the minigame for that day. The minigames themselves are a big different variety. So it'll be things like using a stock photo of a banana to rock back and forth to then catapult an orange. Other ones I thought were really cool was trying to blow up a toy poodle balloon and try and get it within a certain amount of millimetres of where you're supposed to have it blow up to in terms of size. Bowling is here, but as you bowl around a square ball, a square arena, the pins multiply, and so what you're trying to do is like smash pins into each other so that you can then get like hundreds of points. Basketball's here, but you don't throw the basket, you throw the basket like stand so that it can then try and like capture the ball. There's also one where a mouse is going around and it's a bit like Snake with cheese, but the mouse's legs get bigger and bigger and bigger the further you go and the more cheese you eat. So it becomes more and more ridiculous. There's another one where a cat's paw, you have to kind of move left and right and then drop a plug into some sockets, a little bit like a toy crane style game. I thought that was quite good. There's also a real callback to Bishi Bashi Special for me, where you have toppings in a burger quickly swivelling left and right on the top, and you've got to drop them and try and get a good stack of things. There was a game where you've got a car, but your wheels are mushrooms, and so you can't go very quickly, and you have to be very careful with all of the bumps you're doing over the road, because otherwise the mushroom will come out from under everything, and off and away you go. And there's also like really stupid ones where it's like a stock image of a dog with a ginormous tongue, which doesn't look like a tongue at all. It looks like a hairy, ginormous elastic scrotum. And you have to like scoop up a tennis ball in loads and loads of packaging. It's that kind of stuff that's really, really stupid. And I absolutely adore like the creativity of it, because it's so crap it's good again. And the mini games, I have to say, are not terrible. There is definite skill involved. You can't play it like multiplayer together, but this is definitely a competitive pass and play controller minigame collection that you could very well lose some time into. And if you've put in some shots in as well for like loser takes one, you could have a good laugh with this game, if I'm perfectly honest. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. This is better than what I expected. I like the overall dystopian stock image vibe of the whole thing. And there's a ridiculously stupid story going on in the background. Yeah, thumbs up. Genuine surprise. Written review will be over on higherplayinggames.com. You guys take care. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network. a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/HigherPlaneNetwork. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.